No. Alright. So, what do you say, the four of us go out and, go joyriding in a brand new convertible that I've purchased? It's kind of a weird experiment right now, so. Oh, that's great. Let's do that. Right, and, we could all buy some drugs and get high. I'm all for that. That was Ringo. And then, George. I've already got the drugs, right? Oh, great. Let's get high. Cool. Where's that convertible you were talking about? Oh, it's right over there. There's a convertible, like, right over there. Cool. I'll drive. No, I'll drive. Right? Because they hate each other. Fine, you drive, John. I think, Ringo again. I think you used reverse psychology on you again, John. Look, I'm not a moron. You know, it could always just be reverse psychology. How about Paul drives, and I just smoke more of the weed? Okay, how about we make Ringo drive, and then you and I can go head to head, and, have a nice little smoking contest, and see how much we can smoke. Fine, and then whoever, freaks out first loses. Right, well, that was the intention. Or rather, that's what I meant. Fine, well then, okay, I'll do it. Yeah, do it, John. How about we all just get high and have fun? We're all in a band together. That's George, by the way. We're all in a band together, so, let's all just get along and have a good time. Right, well, this is Paul, obviously. Well, well, I am having a good time. I'd like to have a better time and smoke John under the table. Or rather, under the, armrest in the backseat of this convertible that we're in. We'll say that it's a Cadillac. Fine. Let's do it then. Fine, let's do it. Yes, we're going to do it. Right? This is like 67, 68, right? Alright, well, I'll be in the front seat. That's George. Excuse me. Alright, fine. Well, how about we just park, and then I don't have to drive? Yeah, but the whole point is for us to go driving and smoking at the same time. Fine, let's do it. We're doing it. Alright, roll 'em. Roll 'em, Paul. Roll 'em. It's a weird little... It's like a pseudo-joke. Anyway. It's a... Anyway. So, the point is, don't trust this guy right now. Because unless you're no one, he's not supposed to be communicating with anybody. So if you're communicating with John, it's basically just going to be these guys using him as a Trojan horse, or using his character, using his character as a means to, get you to do stupid shit, or, fuck with you in your dreams. Oh, I have these horrible nightmares and my dream world excursions are boring and I'm not able to use my dream world powers or my weed powers. And for some reason, John Lennon is always cool, but then when he's not around, everything sucks. It's just because these people are impersonating him, and then, these actors, all of these assholes just impersonate all of these people. So a lot of you are like, man, why is Heath Ledger such an asshole? Right? Because in the spirit world, he's a huge asshole. It's because, 100,000 idiots, load up his soul with their trash and make him do things. These people become slaves, right? They figure out some shit, and then they get to a point where Jesus comes in, right? Just one of these guys, and he's just able to do all sorts of shit that these people don't know about because they don't watch enough anime, or play enough video games, or read enough Marvel comics. Sorry, DC, but Marvel Comics had some other shit going in the 80s that... I feel like DC might be what more mature readers would read, like Batman. I feel like Spider-Man, I feel like DC Comics is somewhat influenced by drugs, but Marvel Comics is so influenced by drugs, it's ridiculous. I feel like the competition between Marvel and DC was who's smoking more weed and whose imaginations are more like trippy, right? So like Jack Kirby, you know, with his like stogie filled with weed, right? I'm smoking a cigar, right? And then like you know, and then like the Thing, right? And then like you know, Mr. Fantastic, he's like made of rubber and he's stretching around. It's like those guys were fucked up back then, right? So these people show up. These people show up as Jesus and go, yeah, you've reached the ultimate level, and you can't cross this line because, you know, we can just whoop your ass, and now just live in the Jesus world, right? And so they feel like, you know, everything's all light and fancy, like, oh, he's so funny, you know, Jesus just rolls in, hey everyone, how's it going? Oh, you're having a great time? Alright, right? And it's like, ah ha ha, we can just live our lives, and like, you know, we can just like contribute to like, you know, all of the trash that's out there, make our shitty movies, because, you know, we're all ignoring the actuality. You know, none of us are actually making films about what really happens in our drug universes, right? And then, like, they die, and it's like, haha, you only got to Jesus. Like, you only got to a level where you knew that Jesus could just whoop your ass. And you guys didn't challenge that, because you didn't understand that Jesus didn't even really exist. It's just these people. So then after you go, man, fuck this, Jesus doesn't exist, you know, because he would just be limiting your drug experiences. And then it's like, fuck this, right? Then you enter into the conflicts, right? What Fiona Apple calls the conflicts. Everybody thinks they're God, right? And there can only be one, and now I'm it, right? So that's what's going on. I'm sorting everything out so that, like, John Lennon can actually be a presence in the dream world / universe, right? Because right now, where's John Lennon? What's he doing? Nobody fucking knows, because everyone's pretending to be him, and everyone out there has their own personal John Lennons. You know, so it's like, oh, I think John Lennon is, you know, I talk to him every once in a while. No one's ever going to say this, but they're like, oh, yeah, oh, you're talking to John Lennon? Sure you are. Come on, John, let's go, you know? So everybody thinks they're talking to John Lennon. Everybody thinks that Heath Ledger's their best friend. This is an amazing likeness of him, isn't like... Anyway, this isn't actually supposed to be Heath Ledger. This is, it looks more like Brad Renfro, but like, I think that it resembles Steve McQueen. So the thing is where are these people? Are they out there? Like, what are they doing? No one knows, and these guys don't want you to know, because if you know what they're doing and where they are, and like, you know, who they're dating and where they live, then you're gonna know that they're not the people that you're talking to. Right? So, like, what I've done is I've created a stabilizing continuity path for all of these people. Now, right now, none of these people are supposed to be talking to fucking anyone but Fiona Apple. You know? They're supposed to tell her to come out here to fucking talk to me so that she and I can calibrate the system, because she's mega huge and I'm obviously mega huge. Because I know fucking everything in the universe. Isn't that odd? Isn't that weird how I know all of this? That's so odd. Anyway, but the only people that these guys are supposed to be trying to communicate with is Fiona Apple. And if their attempts to communicate with her aren't going to be completely safe, like 100% safe, then they're not going to be communicating shit to her. You see, I have to balance shit out so that she just has her normal, everyday life mind, everything balanced out properly. So if communicating with her is going to open up the door for these guys, you know, fuck it. You know, she can just go out there and be oblivious to what I'm doing. But the thing is, with these YouTube videos, you know, if she does a search for her own name on YouTube to see if, like, anybody's posted a live performance, you know, this shit'll come up and she'll be like, well, who the fuck is this guy, right? And as long as it's done in the control world, it's totally safe and perfect.